The stunning rare jewels of First Ladies of the United States. Imagine a single piece of costume jewellery, fake pearls, mass-produced glass beads from Czechoslovakia. It sold at auction for $211,500. The reason? It once graced the neck of Jacqueline Kennedy. But that's just where our story begins. Because hidden in the vaults of presidential history, wrapped in velvet boxes and locked away in the National Archives, lie some of the most extraordinary jewels ever bestowed upon America's First Ladies, jewels worth millions, pieces so rare they've sparked international incidents, and stones that carry secrets powerful enough to change diplomatic relations. Today we're revealing the stunning rare jewels that adorn 7 of America's most iconic First Ladies, and we promise you, what Michelle Obama received from Saudi Arabia will absolutely shock you. Michelle Obama. Let's start with something that very few people know. In 2009, when President Barack Obama made his first official visit to Saudi Arabia, First Lady Michelle Obama received a gift that would make even royalty gasp. 22 oval and teardrop rubies, square and pointed oval diamonds, all linked together with silver chains in an intricate design that took master craftsmen weeks to create. This wasn't just a necklace. It was a complete jewellery set. Earrings, ring, bracelet, and that spectacular ruby necklace, all valued together at astronomical figures. But here's what makes this even more fascinating. Michelle Obama could never actually keep it. Under federal law, these gifts immediately became property of the US government, transferred to the National Archives the moment the Obama administration ended. The Saudi King Abdullah was so generous, in fact, that he sent Michelle not one, but multiple complete jewellery sets during the Obama presidency. In 2014 alone, 2 collections, one featuring diamonds and emeralds, another with diamonds and pearls, were valued at a combined $1.1 million. Think about that. Over $1 million in jewels that Michelle Obama could only wear temporarily before they vanished into government storage. But Michelle Obama's jewellery story isn't just about what she couldn't keep. It's about what she chose to wear. At the 2020 Democratic National Convention, she appeared wearing something that would change one small jewellery designer's life forever. A simple gold necklace, 4 letters, VOTE. Within 12 hours of her speech, nearly 2,000 orders flooded in for this $300 piece from designer Chari Cuthbert's small Los Angeles boutique by Chari. The designer literally cried in her office as her phone exploded with notifications. Michelle's stylist Meredith Coupe later revealed she'd built Michelle's entire outfit around that necklace. It wasn't just an accessory, it was the statement. And at state dinners, Michelle favoured bold, dramatic pieces. Salon blue sapphire earrings surrounded by diamonds for a 2009 state dinner. So large they sparked debates online about whether they were sapphires or tanzanite. Statement gemstone jewellery from designer Cara Ross, who created pieces from wood salvaged from the White House lawn itself. Literal pieces of American history transformed into wearable art. Jacqueline Kennedy. Now, if you thought Michelle Obama's jewels were fascinating, wait until you hear about the most famous fake pearls in American history. Jacqueline Kennedy's triple-strand pearl necklace became so iconic that when it finally went to auction in 1996, remember this, it sold for $211,500 for fake pearls. Glass beads from Czechoslovakia, meticulously hand-painted and strung on silk cord with an Art Deco clasp featuring 14 Swarovski crystals. Jackie wore these pearls constantly. They appeared in photographs with world leaders, at state dinners, even tucked into the neckline of her dresses during the day. A signature styling trick that made her look polished while keeping the focus on her face, not her jewellery. But here's the brilliant part. Because they were faux, American women could actually afford to copy her look. Jackie democratized elegance. She made haute couture accessible to the middle class. Yet Jackie also possessed jewels of extraordinary rarity. Her starburst brooch, a 19th century piece of diamonds set in silver and gold that she discovered in London in 1961, became one of her most treasured possessions. She wore it pinned to coats and dresses, but her most daring move, wearing it as a hair ornament perched atop her bouffant hairstyle at White House state dinners, creating the effect of a miniature tiara sparkling under the chandeliers. Legend says she sold a brooch given to her by her in-laws Joe and Rose Kennedy to finance the purchase of that starburst. That's dedication to a piece of jewellery. It was 1963, a bittersweet year for Jacqueline Kennedy. After the tragic loss of their infant son Patrick, President John F. Kennedy sought to console Jackie with a Christmas gift that symbolised love and resilience. He chose an exquisite ring from Van Cleef Arpels, featuring a mesmerising 47-carat oval kunzite gemstone, radiating a delicate pink hue. Surrounding the kunzite were 20 dazzling round-cut diamonds, perfectly set in an 18-carat gold band. Sadly, JFK was assassinated just weeks before Christmas, turning this stunning ring into the final gift he ever gave her. Jackie cherished the ring, yet rarely wore it publicly, his sentiment too profound. Decades later, it sold at Sotheby's for over $400,000, preserving its legacy as a moving testament to a love story cut tragically short. One of the most opulent pieces in Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis' jewellery collection was a Van Cleef Arpels necklace, gifted by her second husband, Aristotle Onassis. This exquisite piece features cabochon-cut rubies, emeralds and sapphires, each surrounded by brilliant cut diamonds, all set in rich yellow gold. The centerpiece is a large ruby cabochon pendant, adding to its grandeur. The necklace exemplifies Van Cleef Arpels' mastery in combining vibrant coloured gemstones with diamonds to create harmonious and luxurious designs. Its creation during the 1960s reflects the era's penchant for bold and colourful jewellery pieces. In 1996, following Jackie's passing, the necklace was auctioned at Sotheby's, achieving a remarkable price of $288,500, underscoring its historical significance and the timeless allure of its design. Her amethyst-paved bracelet features a mesh design, a style Jackie favoured for its breathability. The centerpiece is adorned with pave-set diamonds, adding a touch of sparkle. In July 1960, as a token of appreciation for her campaign efforts, President John F. Kennedy gifted Jackie this bracelet, along with a similar one set with amethysts, one of her favourite stones. Jackie often wore these bracelets stacked or separately. And then there are the Apollo earrings, commissioned by Aristotle Onassis to commemorate the 1969 moon landing. These one-of-a-kind pieces by Greek jeweller Lalounis represented not just jewellery but history, a tribute to both the space race and to Jackie's late husband, President John F. Kennedy, who championed America's journey to the moon. Onassis presented them to Jackie for her 40th birthday, and they remained in her collection until her estate sale, where they disappeared into private hands, their whereabouts now unknown. Nancy Reagan, the Lion of Diplomacy. Nancy Reagan understood something fundamental about jewellery. It sends messages. When she travelled to the United Kingdom in 1988 for a state visit to meet Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, herself known as the Iron Lady, Nancy wore something very specific. A Van Cleef Arpels 18-carat gold and diamond lion necklace with matching ear clips. Lions, the symbol of England, the emblem of British royalty and power. Coincidence? Please. Nancy Reagan was a former Hollywood actress who understood symbolism like a director understands lighting. This was her favourite piece, one she'd worn multiple times and was photographed in constantly. When it came up for auction at Christie's in 2016 as part of the private collection of President and Mrs. Ronald Reagan, it was estimated at $30,000 to $50,000. But what made it truly special was its versatility. The necklace could be broken down into 4 separate bracelets. This wasn't just a necklace, it was a convertible masterpiece of jewellery engineering. Nancy's love of jewellery was intertwined with her signature colour, Reagan Red. That fire engine shade appeared so frequently in her wardrobe that it literally became known by her name, and she paired those red ensembles with pearls, gold jewellery, and pieces that sparkled without overwhelming her petite frame. Her collection included a black star sapphire and diamond flower brooch, cultured freshwater pearl and diamond ear clips by William Ruser, Hollywood's jeweller to the stars, and a Bulgari red, white and blue American flag ring that she wore on July 4, 1986, at an event celebrating the restoration of the Statue of Liberty. Ronald Reagan was also quite the romantic gift giver, often surprising Nancy with love letters and fine jewellery throughout their 52-year marriage. As their friend Charlton Heston once remarked, theirs was probably the greatest love affair in the history of the American presidency. Melania Trump. Let's talk numbers for a moment. $1.5 million. That's what Melania Trump's first engagement ring cost when Donald Trump proposed to her at the 2004 Met Gala. A 15-carat graph diamond, emerald cut, D-flawless, with 2 smaller side stones. One of the most expensive engagement rings in modern American history. But that wasn't enough. For their 10th wedding anniversary in 2015, Donald went back to Graph Diamonds and purchased a 25-carat diamond ring estimated by Forbes to cost around $3 million. Yes, you heard that correctly. A single ring worth more than most people's houses. Melania doesn't wear this behemoth daily, it's simply too massive. But she has worn it to significant events, including the Secretary of State's International Women of Courage Award in 2017 and the Easter egg roll at the White House. What's fascinating about Melania's jewellery story is her restraint. Unlike some First Ladies who adorned themselves with multiple pieces, Melania often chose minimalism. She particularly cherished her Van Cleef and Arpels diamond stud earrings. Melania Trump's Van Cleef and Arpels diamond earrings added a sparkling touch to her iconic Ralph Lauren blue coat at the January 2017 inauguration. The princess-cut studs, valued at approximately $75,000, quickly became a signature choice. Melania Trump's watch collection includes 2 remarkable pieces that reflect her taste for opulence and detail. The centerpiece is her Vacheron Constantin Cala Duchesse, a Swiss masterpiece valued at approximately $1.3 million. This dazzling timepiece is crafted from white gold and encrusted with 182 trapeze-cut diamonds, 560 rectangular-cut diamonds, and an additional 98 diamonds on the watch face, all top-quality stones that showcase Vacheron Constantin's mastery in horology. Melania Trump's Cartier Panthère black onyx necklace stole the spotlight in 2015, beautifully paired with her angelic off-the-shoulder gown. She looked effortlessly radiant, adorned in the 18-carat gold masterpiece featuring 516-round brilliant-cut diamonds of VVS1 clarity and 11 polished onyx stones, once valued at $68,500. This striking piece elevated her presence, making her an unforgettable vision of elegance for the evening. Jill Biden. In 2023, First Lady Jill Biden received the single most expensive gift given to any member of the Biden family that year, a 7.5-carat diamond from Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, valued at $20,000. But that's not even the most interesting piece in Jill Biden's collection of diplomatic gifts. Ukraine's ambassador to the United States, Oksana Markarova, presented Jill Biden with a brooch valued at $14,063. But here's what makes it extraordinary. A Ukrainian designer fashioned it from the remains of a Russian rocket. Made from inexpensive materials, its true value, as the ambassador said, lies in its symbolism. War, resilience, transformation, all captured in a single piece of jewellery. Jill Biden has also received an 18-carat gold necklace with diamonds from Qatar, worth $11,165, a Dior bracelet from Brigitte Macron, which she actually purchased to keep, and jewellery sets from Egypt featuring bracelets, brooches, and photograph albums. At state dinners, Dr. Biden favours elegant minimalism. For the April 2024 state dinner honouring Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, she wore an Oscar de la Renta gown, adorned with sapphire ombre Art Nouveau crystal embroidery. Her jewellery? Simple dangling earrings, nothing more. The dress was the jewel. This restraint defines Jill Biden's style, letting one element shine while keeping everything else understated. It's a professor's approach to elegance, thoughtful, intentional, never ostentatious. Laura Bush. Pearls have been called the key to bipartisanship in Washington, D.C. If that's true, then Laura Bush is fluent in the language of pearls. Like her mother-in-law Barbara Bush before her, Laura Bush favoured classic strands of South Sea pearls, the larger, more lustrous variety that commands premium prices. She wore them to state dinners, official portraits, funerals, and inaugurations. At the 2025 inauguration of Donald Trump, Laura wore a rust-coloured belted dress accessorised with a single-strand pearl necklace and matching pearl earrings. At President Jimmy Carter's state funeral service in January 2025, she chose black, appropriate for mourning. And once again, pearls draped her neck. Pearls have been associated with mourning for centuries, considered an appropriate expression of grief and respect. Laura Bush knew this. She understands the semiotics of jewellery. Her pearl choices echo a long tradition among First Ladies, from Martha Washington's seed pearls to Jackie Kennedy's triple strands, to Nancy Pelosi's oversized Tahitian and South Sea pearl necklaces. These aren't just accessories, they're a uniform of power, a signal that you understand the rules while transcending them. As jewellery expert Diana Singer observed, it's hard to be offended by pearl jewellery. That's the genius of pearls. They're elegant without being ostentatious, expensive without being gaudy, traditional without being outdated. They're the diplomat's gem. That jewellery in the hands of First Ladies is never just jewellery. It's diplomacy in diamond form, it's history wrapped in gold, it's messages sent in gemstone code. Michelle Obama wore $1 million ruby sets she could never keep, but she also wore a $300 vote necklace that changed lives. Jackie Kennedy proved that fake pearls could be more iconic and more expensive than real diamonds. Nancy Reagan used a lion necklace to roar across the Atlantic. Melania Trump's engagement ring cost more than some nations' GDP. Jill Biden wore a rocket fragment transformed into art. Laura Bush spoke the language of pearls. These weren't just accessories. They were armour. They were statements. They were power made visible. And every single piece tells us something profound about the women who wore them and about America itself.